What is going on, folks? Welcome back to episode 2 of my preparation for Ironman 70.3 World Championship in Marbella, Spain. It's on November 9th, so only 8 weeks of training in between Santa Cruz and Marbella. You guys know, if you've been following along, I raced Ironman 70.3 Santa Cruz last week and had a great race. So this week, I took it relatively easy. It's just kind of been recovery. And after tomorrow, getting in this weekend's training, I'll have been at about 10.5 hours of lighter training, a lot of easy spinning, easy runs, some swims, and one lower body strength session, which you guys saw in the last video. In this video, I thought I would talk about how we plan to structure my training with only 8 weeks between Santa Cruz and Marbella. So let's take a look at what we're gonna do. First, I'll talk about how we're gonna design this next training block, then the balance of intensity and volume, as well as my weekly swim, bike, run structure, which isn't changing a lot, adding in some strength training in there, and then how we decide which workouts really matter when you're sharpening back up for a quick turnaround for another 70.3. We're not starting all over from scratch. We're really just kind of resharpening and getting ready to race again. But before we dive into all of this, it is 5:55 a.m., which means I got 5 minutes to load up the car. I'm headed out to the Santa Ana River Trail, meeting up with a few folks from OCE, getting in a fairly easy 2.5 hour ride, but we're sprinkling in some good climbs. What's going on, buddy?
Great job.
Woo!
I'm proud of you.
Had to make a comeback.
I wish I was there.
Oh, man. This is the man that last time I made a bet with racing somebody ended up kicking my butt. So unfortunately, you weren't there to race me.
I think I would have lost this time.
Oh, man. How you been?
Fantastic race. Good, man.
Yeah, Ed and I raced at Morro Bay. I was in the porta potty a lot, but he ran a great race. Either way, he beat me. He ran a great race. Was that your PR?
It might have been. No. Indian Wells when we faced off the first time.
Oh, Indian Wells. All right.
You bring out the best of me.
Oh, well, we got to find a race.
I know.
Although I don't know if I'm racing in 2026. I got Nice. That's all right now. I don't know. Boise.
Okay.
The Pro Series is going to be in Boise this year.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, our 2026 Pro Series is going to be there. So, what's up, buddy?
That's right, dude. You killed it last week, man. Congratulations, dude. That's
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you.
You're on fire, bro. On the podium and everything. Living the dream.
Living the dream.
Yeah.
He brought the limo, Sujan. The limo. She calls this a limo.
Well, when you got 4 kids, you got to cart them around somehow.
Yeah, that or minivan, and doesn't look like minivan's your style.
Doesn't look like
Pulling out the road bike. How are you feeling post-race?
A couple of victories last weekend too, right?
Yeah, mostly the swim. I finally cut off 3 minutes from my swim after, 9 tries.
So it's a PR?
My swim?
Yeah.
Yeah. By 3 minutes. So
And you've made the decision, road bike
I'm
for...
just gonna try riding it for a few rides and see how I feel.
So you're still undecided?
We'll see. We'll see.
What are you, Taylor Nib?
Playing the next.
Hey.
Look at this guy. PR in Santa Cruz as well, right?
Oh yeah.
You PR'd?
Yeah.
Dude, you're that's a sad PR because you're barely trained. So what's the effort into training?
Yeah, I the guy jumps in, barely trains, and then... But it's your run. It's all your run. Your run, all of a sudden, you're like...
Yeah.
You're just bringing your run down.
Bike gets slower. Trains less 'cause he's fast.
Pocket and I'm ready to spend it.
I am back from my ride. I am cleaned up, had a great time today, rode about 35 miles and climbed just under 2,400 feet. Overall, it was an easy ride, but had some good climbs in there. Found that there are 2 major hills that if I do that loop between those 2 hills 3 times, I can get about 2,000 feet each loop, putting me at 6,000 feet, and that would total about 50 miles, so kind of close. But let's talk about building my plan. First off, when you've got 2 A races or 2 bigger races like I have close together, you don't start over. You're not rebuilding fitness from scratch. In my last series, The Fire Within, training for Santa Cruz, I went through all 4 training phases: base, build, peak, and taper. So at this point, I'm fit. So I'm not breaking this up into those 4 phases. Instead, I'm going to break it up into 3 phases, essentially. Recovery and absorption, which was this last week and maybe a little next week, basically the first week post-race. For me, this last week has been about easy spins, lighter swims, although my swims were pretty intense, short runs, and just kind of letting the body bounce back from that race. Then the second phase is sharpen and build, right? That's the weeks, week 2 through week 6. And this is the meat of this next block. The goal isn't massive volume, but targeted training to hold on to fitness and sharpen for Marbella's demands, especially 5,000 plus feet of climbing on the bike. So that's where a lot of the effort is going to be. And then we get into those last couple of weeks where it's that taper and freshen up, week 7 and 8, where I'll cut down the volume, but keep some of the intensity so the legs stay sharp and we race. So the design of this block isn't about stacking on more miles. It's more about fine-tuning what I already built for Santa Cruz while adding in some more course-specific prep for Marbella. Next, I'll talk about balancing intensity and volume, but before that, I've got a bunch of stuff to do around here. I have somewhat been neglecting some of the chores that needed to be done or kind of home to-do list. I need to tear out the rest of the garden. The garden is pretty much done. I'm pretty much a spring and summer gardener. Don't do a lot in fall. And then get the backyard cleaned up. Gonna clean up around the barbecue, having some friends over tonight, doing some pizzas on the green egg. And I've got a valve to change in one of the girls' bathrooms. Faucets have been dripping, so gotta get that taken care of. And that's it for the day. So probably more than likely it'll be tomorrow morning when I talk about balancing intensity and volume. But I'll do that in the morning before I head out to the Surf City 10, which I'm running tomorrow. Nice and easy, 10 miles running with Sujen. There's a bunch of OCE folks doing it, so it's really party pace and just enjoy the miles. Nothing too hard. Well, that was certainly harder than I thought it would be to get that valve out. It was pretty much corroded in there with hard water. Get it out and then trying to get it resealed, but looks like everything is good, done. Even had to bust out the glasses to be able to see what I was doing. Side note, side story. These are my computer glasses and they still work great. Just went on Friday to get my eyes checked and I'm close. I could go up a little bit, but these are fine. I'm getting old, I've got to admit. I just ordered my first pair of progressive glasses. You know, I can see most things like this, but without glasses, but I will tell you, you get in there and then they start putting lenses in front of your eyes. You're like, wow, that's a lot clearer. So while I won't be wearing glasses full time, I'm gonna try out some progressives. So maybe if I'm driving or it's dark or things like that, but man, it's hard getting old. All right, well, the garden is somewhat cleaned up. Got a bunch of the tomato plants out. Got that sink fixed. now. Got some football on, got some friends coming over this evening and some kids, and going to make some pizza. So I've got the big green egg going, and I'm going to make the first pizza just to test it out.
May his breath in your wings keep you flying. May the love in his heart make you strong. May he dry every tear when you're crying, and breathe a warm flame when the night gets too long. Lay it down, down, down. Lay it down, down, down. Bring your heavy load. Lay it down, down, down. Lay it down, down, down. Lay it down, down, down. Ooh. If you're broken heart, lay it down, down, down.
Well, good morning. It is 4:20 in the morning. I am ready to go race and feeling pretty good after last night. Bunch of kids over, watching a little bit of the Ironman World Championships. Blue and Gus are in the lead. So awesome. Got to tell you, I hope Gus has a great comeback finally and wins the World Championships again. But before I take off, yesterday I said I wanted to talk about balancing intensity versus volume. One of the big mistakes I think people make when they have close races is trying to build volume all over again. The truth is, if you just raced, you've already got the endurance base. So at this point, focus should shift to intensity and specificity. By specificity, I mean specifically training for the types of environment that are coming up in this next race. Like on the bike, instead of just long rides, I'm targeting climbs and sustained tempo work at race power. Marbella's bike is super demanding, so my workouts will include long sweet spot climbs and brick runs off the bike. Then on the run, I'm keeping one long run for durability. That'll be my Sunday run, but most sessions are sharpening, like tempo intervals and half marathon pace. I'll still have my track workout on Wednesdays. And then in the pool, it's just kind of maintaining the volume, but key sessions are threshold sessions, holding strong paces for long reps to simulate that race effort swimming. So the balance is keep the volume steady, but shift the emphasis to quality intensity. It's like sharpening a knife, not forging metal all over again. Well, that's it for right now. I need to grab a quick bite to eat, then jump in the car, meeting up with Sujin and Stevie at 5 a.m. and carpooling down to the race. Race starts at 6:30. It is the Surf City 10 miler in Huntington Beach. When I signed up for this last year, I wasn't doing Santa Cruz, so I never even looked at the date. At that point, I was doing Boise. Moving Santa Cruz to last weekend, put this race right after. So this is party pace. Just gonna run it, enjoy it, have fun, see a bunch of people I know, and not overdo it. That's the key. Be smart, don't run fast, have fun with the folks that are out there. And then when I get back, we'll talk about my weekly structure, what's changing a little bit, and what the plan is to get all of this training in. Well, the watch says my recovery is 1, poor, and that I should take a rest day. Gotta love that. Tomorrow will be a rest day from running and biking. I will swim, but I'll do a recovery swim in the morning. Fairly easy with some lifting. So thanks, Garmin. Always nice to see you right before you go do a long run. I can't believe you're on time.
Hell yeah.
Look at you, party animal. Party animal. Good morning. Recruiting Sujin for a bar or a gel. Ended up walking out of the house and left it.
Out here, unbelievable. I want the focus to be on this podium as well as it should be, but I do want to take a look.
Made it to Huntington Beach. Walking down, watching the end of the run, 3 miles left of the World Championship. Feeling good. Body doesn't feel too bad today. When I woke up and got out of bed, my back was definitely a little stiff, but feeling good now. I'm good.
Patient together in that shape.
What's up, boys?
What's up, dude? What's going on? What's up,
How's
Team
it
VARLO?
going? How's it going?
Got my application in the mail.
Look at that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got your application. I gave him your address.
Okay,
just
cool.
so you know.
Really appreciate it.
Look at that.
Yes, sir.
You watching the race?
Yeah, I've got mine over there.
Dude,
We're all watching.
my dark horse. My dark horse.
That's not.
3 miles as hard as they can.
Yeah.
Birthday girl.
As a 41-year-old.
Have a good race.
Thank you.
Party pace. Party pace.
Not party pace.
Party pace. Let's go, Tony. Come on, Nadia. Can't let him beat you. Go get him. Go get him. All right, Steven. I'm gonna come catch you on this back half. Woo, we're at the turnaround. Let's go! We are just about done. Almost there.
Su Janway from Fullerton, Chris Elmore.
Well, the race is done. We are picking up some banh mi sandwiches and had a good run. Nice party pace run, 8:49 pace. So not too bad. The calves are definitely a little sore. Tell the legs are tired still from the race last week, but had a good time. Fun to see everyone. Ran with Sujen the entire way. Steven went out, ran a little harder. Got to see Austin and Tony from the Triathlon Show podcast, and now just going to head home, hopefully do a little relaxing, and then probably work a little more in the backyard today. All right, well, I am back from the Surf City 10 run, cleaned up now, got the race shirt on, probably the only day I will ever wear the race shirt. I've got some chores to do today, gonna try and knock out a little more cleaning up in the garden and get all that into the barrels. Then this evening I have Emmeline and volleyball, so I'll be headed there, and Home Depot run probably to pick up a couple plants in between there. But before I get into all that, I wanted to talk about what my typical week is going to look like between here and Marbella. It's not changing all that much. Mondays are my recovery swim and lower body strength training. So really the only thing changing there is adding strength training in. Tuesdays are key bike sessions, usually some sort of interval at race power and a short transition run there. Usually I can't get that run in later in the day, so it works out, end up being a brick. Wednesdays are swims again, and track if I can get it in. If I don't have sports at night, I will do track. Otherwise, it'll be speed work on the treadmill. Thursdays are an endurance bike with some sort of climbing focus, an easy run that day, 4 miles-ish, and strength training hopefully later in the day. So that'll be my second strength training. Fridays are a swim, easy bike ride as well, hoping to work in some mobility on Fridays. Then Saturdays will continue to be my long rides, 3 to 4 hours with climbing and a run right after. So bricks, 30 to 45 minutes. Those usually end up being progressive, kind of down to race pace type runs. And then Sundays, open water swims as often as I can get down to the open water, and then a long run with a controlled effort. So not smashing it, but just keeping the volume steady. And with that schedule, that ends up probably being around 14 to 16 hours trying to get those extra strength training sessions in there. And that keeps me with a good mix of 3 to 4 swims, 4 rides, and 4 runs per week, plus the strength training sprinkled in there. And that's enough work to maintain my volume, but puts a spotlight on my key training sessions. But now I'm gonna get out to the garden before the sun comes out. It's a little overcast today, so I can get out there before it gets too hot, then hit Home Depot. And then before the day is over, I'll talk a little bit about how we select what the key workouts are and making sure that those are the priority in getting those in. If it's a busy week, if I'm traveling, which key workouts are the musts for the week. This is what I got done yesterday, and all of this is what I still have to go, but I don't have that much barrel space. So I think I'm gonna get maybe a few more plants done, and my 2 barrels will be full. All right, folks, well, it is Sunday evening and just got back from volleyball. It is 7:30. You're gonna start to get something to eat, get ready for the week. Figured I'd close this out, but one of the things I wanted to say is if there's one thing I've learned, it's that you can't treat every workout as equally important. So over this next 7 weeks or 8 weeks, I really have to figure out what is key and what is just support. And for me, key workouts for 70.3 racing are 1, bike interval sessions at or above race power. Those really push me and I really enjoy those sessions. 2 are long brick simulating race demands, which is typically what I do on Saturdays. And then tempo run at half marathon pace, which is typically my long run on Sundays. And then I really do like getting in 1 ocean swim. So those are kind of the 4 areas that I feel like are key. And then the rest of the workouts, everything else, that's just support, right? That keeps the body moving, keeps you building durability and filling in your aerobic foundation. Well, that's it for this week. I'd say of everything we talked about, the big takeaways are really when you have 2 races this close together, that you're not really building all over again, you're refining, right? Keep the endurance steady, but sharpen the intensity. Structure the week so that key sessions always get done. And that's really what my focus is from now into Marbella. So hope you guys are enjoying this. I'll keep sharing as we move forward, going to continue to include how I'm dialing in my nutrition, what race day strategy will be, what kind of workouts I'm doing to prepare for the big climbs, all that kind of stuff. So hope you're enjoying it, but thank you all for the comments, the likes, the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit that button. And last but not least, the VARLO, Team VARLO is about to close out. So if you haven't done that, I'll put the link below. Join me on Team VARLO for 2026. I'm the California captain and looking forward to meeting everyone on the team. So if you haven't joined, go below, check out that link. And last but not least, as I've been doing recently, got to give my shout outs to those of you who have been on dailycadence.com and supporting me with shirts. And now there are sweatshirts and coffee cups and hats. Got a ton of stuff up there, lots of cool products. So quick shout out to Ricardo and Sal. Thanks, Sal. Scott bought twice. So thanks, Scott, John, Joseph, Kevin. Thank you to all of you that have been on and purchasing product. But if you haven't been on my website yet, check out dailycadence.com. Got a ton of products up there. Coffee cups. I don't know if I said coffee cups, but coffee cups, So that's it. Hope you guys are doing well. I'll see you in the next one.
If I'm being honest, loving you the hardest thing to do, so I keep to myself. I feel like I'm falling in and out of consciousness, yeah. Now we starting to talk, let's killing all the progress. Really hard to process, you treat me like an object. Baby, we toxic, can't we stay on topic? I feel like we lost it, feel like we lost it. Take my love, don't waste it. Even though I don't mind waiting. Late test, my mind racing. What else I have to do,